on the right hand side here where that fountain is now. This used to be Place de la Revolution, it's now Place de la Concorde. So look all the way to your right, you'll see that beautiful building that looks like a temple. That is the Assemblée Nationale. And then straight through we'll see the Église de Madeleine again. This city was redesigned in the 1800s. So under Napoleon III and an architect that they called Baron von Haussmann. Baron von Haussmann. He wanted the city to be symmetrical. So the ladies again, just on your left hand side, you've got Brest, Rouen. Those are some cities around France. There's ladies sitting all the way around the square. The gardens off to your right hand side is the gardens of the Louvre. And then again, Hotel Crillon on your left, the most expensive hotel in Paris. When you win the Tour de France, you can fly your country's flag on top of the roof there in the middle. The Texas flag flew 7 times. Very famously and infamously for Lance Armstrong. The lands were destroyed anyway. So a lot of issues with the food supply. That restaurant, which was called a menagerie. So when hunger overcame curiosity, you could find a giraffe on the menu, lion, bear, zebra. You might call it zebra, but I'm from South Africa, let me tell you. Zebra. Stripy horse, zebra. Coco Chanel, if you remember, she had a funeral in this building on the left. About 30,000 people turned up to her funeral. Coco Chanel was fairly famous. She made the little black dress, very popular amongst the women here in Paris. Perfume. And that bottle is modelled off the square that she lived in. She lived in Place Vendôme. Are going to spend lots of money. Ain't that the truth? And if lots of people are shopping, I'm not going to specifically rush them, but I'll just update in front of us on the right hand side now. So the scaffold, they just in Paris they make the scaffold look a little bit nicer than just a big old ugly construction. Fashion brands, the famous French fashion houses, will then look after the buildings. A good example in Italy is Fendi paid for the renovation of the Trevi Fountain. So the whole idea of them paying for it was so that more people would come to Italy and more people would buy Fendi products.
We're going to This is National Assembly.
This is Pont Alexander III on your right hand side, and then left is what's known as the Esplanade d'Invalides, and that's actually two buildings you're looking on your left. So the front building was a hospice that was set up for the French military. The The one behind is actually a chapel, but that's separate. It looks like one building, but it's two. This esplanade is also where the Wright brothers landed a hot air balloon. And the locals panicked. They didn't know what it was, so they ran over and beat them up with sticks. They thought they were like aliens or something. That bridge we just saw, Pont Alexander III, is named after Tsar Alexander III. So the Russians and the Parisians were allies for parts of their history. And the Tsar Alexander III, he gave that bridge to Paris as a gift. Islam is where you have multiple gods, and Christianity was like anti-Roman. So we're looking at about the year 307. Emperor Constantine, he granted, comes from Istanbul today. So today it's Istanbul. Istanbul is predominantly now Islamic, whereas it used to be Orthodox. So here's an Orthodox church on your left hand side. It's the Russian Orthodox Church.
That's the Orthodox.
Coming up on your right, if you're from North America, if you're from America itself, if you've ever been to New York, you'll see that there's a statue, Gustav Eiffel himself.
Oh,
And that is known as the Statue of Liberty, because the Americans helped, or the French helped the Americans get their liberty, their freedom. So here's your flag coming up on the right. It's supposed to be viewed from the opposite side of where the coach is now. So it's fraternity, brotherhood. It's a beautiful French flag. Again, you're going to see the Eiffel Tower here on your left hand side. Now, where our cruise is, our cruise goes from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. We want to be wheels rolling out of here at 1:30. Can you see there's a big bulletproof glass shield around the Eiffel Tower? That's gotten bigger, I think. It used to be open to walk underneath the Eiffel Tower, and hence why I said it's not the most lovely place in the world anymore. It used to be. You used to be able to just walk under.
Yan, naglalakad lang mag-ama. Sawa din kami dyan. Kape-pecture.
First Duke of Wellington. So as we come up and over, this is the most ornate and most beautiful bridge in Paris. If you know a lady called Adele, she sang a song called Someone Like You, and the music video for Someone Like You is basically her walking up and down this bridge, and it's in black and white. And for the first time we're going to go now through between the two palais, the Grand Palais and the Petit Palais, the big palace and the small palace. Looking cool, calm and collected. He was always cool, calm and collected, and always drunk. Winston Churchill would drink a bottle of champagne, 2 bottles of champagne, a Magnum, every morning in his bathtub. So there's the Louvre without the lion on the right hand side. Lots of cool art, Impressionist art, post-Impressionist art, stuff like that. On the left, gorgeous, the Grand Palais. So it's an exhibition.